podcast name, Taserface!
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. It is I, your T-shirted historian, and welcome to another week in Geek. Here we are at the end of April, and I've got a good show for you today. I got some cool stuff to show off, got some fun trailers to show, and I got some awesome panelists who are all sick today, apparently. No, I didn't make them sick. They got sick individually on their own. So,
I'm good.
Oh, Ash is okay, though.
I'm good. I'm also good.
Surprisingly.
Jace
We're all
is
sick or
okay.
seek.
Yeah, well, no.
Really?
Oh.
Very good.
Very nice. Jace is actually not sick, but his PlayStation is so sick it's dead.
Yeah, the player, the Blu-ray, DVD player, and CD player on it is unfortunately dead. So I can still play, games and other stuff on it, like that I've downloaded.
Jace,
But
Jace, you know what you need to do? You need to
What?
take pictures of your dead PlayStation and put it on your CD cover. Because that's metal.
I saw what you did there.
Yes.
Jace, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Oh man, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Hello everybody. It's been a
Glad you're
long
here,
time.
man. And I got some shout outs to people out here. I've been yelling, I've been saying hello to everybody out there. Hello, Arno. Man, Arno has got so much energy, I swear. He's like, we just need to go plug him into into some kind of a perpetual motion machine, and he will power the entire planet with his energy of
I just
awesomeness.
agree with Arno because he's an appreciator of beards, and I'm like, yes, beards, yes. That's the reason I'm here, is the beards.
Go. And Lasso's too scared to come on right now, but she will come on next week, maybe. Okay. We had Vlad earlier, but his connection is crapping out on him, so he's having a problem. Pops is driving, but happy to catch this live. Good, Pops. I'm glad you're here. Cal.
Pay attention to
good
the
see
road,
you.
Pops.
And oh my gosh, we got Yo Dano. Yo Dano, it is so nice to see you, man. Yeah, we're actually off of the Twitters and onto the YouTubes, dude. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll be a regular, because things are going to get really good here in the summertime. I've got some plans. I got some ideas, and I have a stack of really cool shit that I have unearthed. And no kidding, Grim will like this too, even, and probably Ironcaster. All the game nerds. Let's put all the game nerds up here. There we go. And I guess Ash and Squeak are kind of like game nerds too at this point too. But I don't have room
I
for
wouldn't
everybody
call
to go.
myself a game nerd. A video game one, yes. Just a game one, Squeak is way more of a nerd than I am in that.
There we go.
We'll
Well,
fix you eventually.
Yeah, my
Eventually.
producer.
If I say I'm not a game nerd, will you fix me too?
Yes, I'll fix
Sure.
you.
I'll have to
I
take
can fix
special extracurricular classes.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll put in the extra credit work.
Nice.
I'll fix you, but good.
My
Oh, yeah.
producer actually got into his archives, and he dug around, and he found some very, very, very old TTRPG materials, and he has given me permission to put those on camera. And so what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start going through a lot of these old pieces of history with their own individual videos for the Dungeons and Discussions page, which is so far threatening to blow up my videos to, like, 2 separate streams. But there's a big stack of original Judges Guild material, including the original Teagle Manor, which is done by Bob Bledsoe, maps and everything, and it's glorious. There's an original DM screen. There's a setting I remember vaguely when I was a child seeing in the stores but never picking up, and it's insane. And
Aren't the Bledsoes the first people to be accused of racism in gaming who actually are racist, though?
yeah, Bob Bledsoe the second has been accused of racism, and yes, Dan, yes, Teagle Manor, the original Teagle Manor Judges Guild edition. Bare bones, just like it is. I am going to do a video where I do a side-by-side comparison of the original with the brand new one from Frog God Games. It's going to be glorious. I'm gonna have to get some really good old school RPG nerds with me on that particular show. So I'm probably gonna enlist Big as Geekus and Grim and maybe a couple of other nerds if I can find them.
Well, it
because
looks
that
like
will be-
Dan knows his stuff. I mean, you could always holler at Dan. He looks
Yeah,
like
if he'll come on, he'll come on. 'Cause, yeah, he's an
started
old
with
school
third
nerd.
edition, so
So-
I don't think I'd be much help.
I kind of previewed my first piece of memorabilia yesterday up on Twitter, but those y'all who missed it, this is an original.
Ooh.
This is gods,
wow.
demigods, and heroes. And notice, this is supplement 4. The later ones are supplement 7. It's actually kind of held up pretty well for not being in anything special. But yeah, 1976.
Ha! I'm older than that. Just.
Me too. Me too, but not by much.
Ha! I wasn't born
I haven't
yet.
held up as well.
You weren't even a twinkle in your mama's eye.
Yeah, pretty much.
But this is really awesome. I'm so happy to be able to show this off, and I got permission for this. So. But yeah, there's not a lot of illustrations, but it is, especially for the time, really thick and super crunchy.
How many hit points does Jehovah have?
He's not in there, unfortunately. I don't think. I haven't looked through all of it yet.
How many hit
That's-
points does Krishna have?
Krishna's in there. Krishna
I
is
know,
in
I
there.
just saw him. That's
Did
why I
you
asked.
Okay. Let's see. Krishna is 150 hit points.
No,
Yeah.
I could take him.
I think Conan could take him because Conan is in here also.
You could just farm Jesus for XP.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Here's the original Irenaeus, Furies, Electo, Tisiphone, and Megaera. Megaera, or however you say it, I don't know. There's the original Celtic mythos.
This doesn't also have the Lovecraft stuff in it, does it?
It does.
What about the Elric?
It has the Elric in here too. Hang on, let me find it. Actually, it may not have the Cthulhu stuff in here. I think that is deities and demigods only. But and then only if you got the first editions, because later editions
Yep.
they took it out.
Is this where I make a bad joke about the Norse mythology and ask for the hit point difference between Thor and Lady Thor?
Well, you know.
Simply marvelous.
Yes, yes.
I mean, Fat Thor and Chad May.
Oh. I could sense Jace's
It's not
Norse
fat, it's
blood
body
is dying.
armor.
That's what I keep trying to tell people.
There we go.
Okay, here's Robert E. Howard's Hyboria. Here's Conan at 117 hit points. He's almost as tough as any of the gods. Here's Crom at 300 hit points. So yeah, Crom could beat the shit out of Krishna. And here's Mitra, who is actually a god of peace and such. So yeah, apparently he could too. And Set, which they just use the stats for the same one from Egypt, the Egyptian deities. Sura. Thoth Amon. Thoth Amon himself and his ring are in here.
Wow.
Hanuman the Accursed, Yezud, Bloodstained God, Sethaguus, the Priest King of Set, Epimestrius. And then let's see. There's like stuff from the Red Shadows, the Heart of Araman. There's so much cool stuff in here. I so much want to run.
Ooh, an octopus demon. I want one of those.
There's an octopus demon.
Some type horny.
Yeah. No kidding. It has a special resistance to girls wearing skirts. So here's Elric and the Melnibonéan storyline. There's Elric. He only has 45 hit points. But here's the Ring of Kings. There's Stormbringer, Moonglum, Yurkun, Delis Karna, Ariok, and Schombarg. Which is interesting. They call him Lord Schombarg, but Schombarg usually shows up as a girl.
Don't you kind of miss short
Lords
stat
and
blocks?
lordettes.
Pardon?
Don't you kind of miss short stat blocks?
Yeah, well, it keeps it easy, doesn't it? I mean, because most of the time people don't really care about all the other crap. They're just kind of like, okay, how many hit points does it have? Let's fight him. But there is that. Roofdrak, the Pantang Warriors, the Darzi Hunting Dogs, the Vampire Trees, the Assassinator of the Gods, Pyre, the Blood Red Octopus, the Arrows of Law. We have Mexican and Central American and Indian in mythology right here with Quetzalcoatl.
I bet Xochitl not in there.
I don't know. Well, let me see. Let's find it.
What about the Thunderbird?
It may be. The Thunderbird was in the original Legends and Lore, so it might be. Oh, wow. Apparently it's a very, very short entry. So we only have like 60 and 61, then it jumps right over to the Chinese.
The funny part about that is Quetzalcoatl is actually Xochitl's twin, but you never hear about her.
No, you don't. Shang-Chi, God of the Sky.
She's also the patron saint of gaming, just so you know.
Which one? Yep. That's about it.
There's my boy Odin.
Odin. Yeah. What's kind of funny is the costs on all this stuff. It's like $10 for Dungeons and Dragons for the 3 booklets boxed, which is what this came out of too, I think, originally. But $10 in 1976 was a lot of money. Here's a couple of things I
Equivalent
hadn't
in
ever...
purchasing power to about $50 today.
Yeah, isn't that insane?
Hmm.
Star Probe and Star Empires. See, I never even heard of these. Well, I think I've heard of Star Empires. But there's Empire of the Petal Throne for $25. Gosh. And then there's
I
the
had
original.
a time machine.
Oh, I know. Here's the original Dragon with its rates. A single issue costing $1.50 back then. Ah, man. It's like, this is the stuff I love, man. This is, I mean, you know, I'm a historian, but I really feel like a historian when I can actually get my hands on something awesome like this. Yeah, or no, there was no Lovecraft in that original one. That only came out of the Deities and Demigods book. Apparently that was printed later. Yeah, it wasn't in the original box, but yeah, it was just the 3 books, and Elton swears up and down that is what he got is the original 3-book box. Which I guess they expanded that later on. I don't know. But first box had Men and Magic, Monsters and Treasures, and Underworld and Wilderness Adventure. Yeah, okay. Can I have that? No, I can't even have that. I don't even own this. This is on loan only. Although I did tell my producer, I said, look, please do me a favor. Can you note it in your will that you want your D&D collection to pass to me? Because, you know, his only other living relative, I know she will just, you know, throw it away or garage sale it or just, you know, give it away to people who will not appreciate it as much.
Well, I mean, that's a good way to make sure it goes to a good home.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll definitely take care of it.
Or
Rusty
to get
Staples and
yourself
all.
murdered.
Yeah. I don't know. If I could, I'd start a gaming museum with a, like a food place and a gaming shop and everything attached to it with a gaming area. I would totally do a museum,
like
big one.
an actual gaming museum.
Yes, an actual one, not like the one that's up in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin right now that claims to be a gaming museum that sells shitty dice for overpriced costs. You guys are all in awe, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting here trying to contemplate a way to steal one for Zaxi. Sorry, I was lost in planning over here.
I was planning my defense in court from killing him. In my defense, Your Honor, I was close to leveling.
I did it for the XP.
You did it for the XP.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Diabetes clinic for the elder geese. Yeah, I feel that, Snortapoopus. I feel that. What kind of cool stuff did you guys come up with this week? I have more stuff, but I didn't want to just hog it all.
Well, I did get one book.
What'd you get?
Just one book? I'm disappointed.
Well, to be fair, this
Those
was a
are
little bit
rookie
bigger.
numbers.
Let me
Let you whip it out? Is that what you were about to say?
Oh.
yeah. Excuse me while I whip this out. If you don't mind, blow me up.
What? Oh my
got
gosh, is that G.I. Joe? You did
Yes.
get it. I knew that was coming out.
Which has a lot of improvements over the Power Rangers game that I can at least say. But again, it still feels like it is very much inspired by 5th edition.
Boo.
Classes have like the different specialties, so you go from being an infiltrator to being like more specialized ones. You have
Roadblock.
so influences for the character background.
Oh,
You frozen up?
yeah, froze a little bit.
There we go.
So, for example, the commando can go into being, different specialties. The infiltrator, the sniper, the spy.
I really
just
like
like
that
how-
artwork. Yeah. I really love that. Look at that. That is a nice update of the original stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this so far. So
I gotta-
they basically put out a bunch of classes and then gave the further specialization, much like 5th edition has.
I gotta ask, did they stat up any of the original Joes?
Not the Joes, but they would go and give examples of which Joes might fall under a category. Like infantry, they have Bazooka, Gung Ho, Clutch, Wild Bill, and Doc listed.
Okay.
Is Jada Smith in this? I'm sorry. I mean G.I. Jane.
You keep my. Oh, never mind. Her name.
It's fine. You can't slap my face through the internet.
Okay, I don't have a Will Smith snap. Will this do?
Oh my
That's
God,
right, Will. Come on, count it.
That popping noise. The noise that it's making.
Oh, this noise? Damn! I love it.
What? Harder. Oh, yeah.
Wrong kind of slapping?
Jesus fucking Christ, that's so
Wrong kind of
fucking
stuff.
stupid.
Thanks, Jace. Appreciate that positive energy there.
He's not wrong, though.
I'm not wrong on that.
It's stupid, but it's funny.
It's not fun, it's disgusting.
I just don't
Also
know
have
the class
some-
and level works for modern style games, really.
Sorry, what was that, Grim?
So I just don't know that class and level works for modern style games.
Well, I mean, I guess their intent was to kind of. I still think that they were trying to do this with 5th edition, and then they just needed to make a transition at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, if you're going to do that, why not? And you own the property, why not get your subdivision that does role-playing games to do it? That's the other part I don't understand.
But we also have, I don't know. I think they were looking just to diversify and not make everything 5th edition.
And yet, yeah,
and yet.
Actually, that makes a really good question to our chat. I'm guessing all the D&D, all the TTRPG nerds are going to enjoy this question more than the non. But how important is progression to you when you play a game? Because I had this argument with my producer yesterday because he was like, the reason he does not like the old faster rip Marvel superheroes game is because it really didn't have any sense of character progression. And
that's bollocks. Do heroic stuff, get karma, spend karma to improve stuff.
But I think it was too slow for him or something. I don't know.
So one of the compliments I can give is that they actually statted out a large number of notable enemies. So
yeah, Destro,
Baroness, Cobra Commander, Dr. Mindbender.
Destro is supposed to be Scottish, and yet I never hear him with a Scottish accent in any of the shows.
No. That's partly because we had the separate version Action Force over here, and the character that became Destro was, I think, one of the original British Action Force characters. Well, Red Shadows, as they were.
Of course, you can't have Cobra without having some grunts.
Got the Vipers.
Which again, it's solid art.
Yeah, it is gorgeous.
Televipers, Techno Vipers.
I had all these. Motor Vipers, yeah.
Strata Vipers.
Bats.
They have
I had a lot of
eels.
bats. Oh yeah, the eels, the Cobra Frogman. Yeah. And the Crimson Guard, yeah.
It's like about the one major enemy they didn't give anything for was
Tomax and
Storm Shadow.
Zaymot. Oh, well, they're probably going to put out a whole separate ninja book because they know they can do that.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised to see them then flip the script and then do a Cobra book with Joe's enemies.
Yeah, maybe.
Like
The
that's-
I was going to
Dreadnoughts.
ask about the Dreadnoughts.
I love those guys. Zartan. Oh, wow.
And then the last one.
Zarana. Yeah. She has another brother, too, though.
A brother from another
Past
mother.
that, it's just ninjas. Ninjas!
Ninjas, but no Storm Shadow.
And then a lot of vehicles.
Trouble Bubbles and the Hisses. Yeah, I remember those. Bangs.
Then it has a little mission for getting into playing the game.
The memories.
Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, do you have to do a PSA at the end of every mission?
I'd give bonus XP for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Now you have to.
I may have to pick that up because my younger brother was heavy into Action Force to the point where I made a skirmish game for him to use with his figures. So,
Because past this, there is one last game coming out, which will be, I think, Q3 should be for Transformers.
Yeah.
So it'll be all the big major toy lines from Hasbro. And
Everybody's
they're
gonna
all
wanna
using the
see that.
same system, so you've got a degree of compatibility there.
Man, I can't wait for the Care Bear one to come out. Man, let me tell you.
They got the My Little Pony one out there for you.
Oh,
Well,
Jesus fucking
actually,
Christ.
apparently, they're also going to do a new My Little Pony game with this, but I'm not
Oh,
picking that one
Jesus
up.
Christ. Jesus fucking
No, man.
Christ. Save me.
When Rainbow Bright drops, that's the one. That's the one right there.
Save me from this cruel world.
Jace, you have to think this through. If they're all cross-compatible, then you can play Decepticons versus ponies.
Yes. And then you could have like Megatron like stepping on a pony.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Could
okay.
you imagine a
full of
Care Bear
energy.
form?
Ponies.
Like,
Kill those stupid ponies and probably
Like-
make them into food or something.
I would love to see them. I mean, it's Mattel, but I would love to see them turn around and do He-Man.
The
All right,
original
violence.
He-Man lore would make a really good game setting. And there was a He-Man RPG back in the day.
Ooh. I will
It didn't work and wasn't very good, but yeah.
Oh.
see, look, Zax agrees with me, and so does Arno, man. I got my own Care Bear crew. Let's do this, guys. Let's roll.
Oh my god, Care Bear. Care Bears, really? Oh god.
It could be gummy bears.
It's all right. Care Bears can be refined into Energon, so it's all good.
I do for a fact know, Grim, that Chris Field over at Scorched Earth Publishing was planning to do a very, very, very like close approximation of the Masters of the Universe for role playing for Pathfinder First Edition. But I'm not sure where that project is right now or how that's stacking up. But it was, basically it was the whole thing, but it was like, just like an homage. Because, he did a Silverhawks, basically, homage as well. But, wow. But, let's
Property
see.
I never got into.
What's that?
Oh, Silverhawks.
The Silverhawk. Oh my god, I almost forgot about them. I loved that show. Oh
Pretty cool.
my god, the Silverhawks.
Oh, and Squeaka. I found out that Mags is a huge Sailor Moon fan, so I have already promised. I said, okay, I'm going to get you and Squeaka in the same panel, and then I'm just going to say Sailor Moon, go, and just let y'all just go crazy for about an hour and a half.
Smart idea.
Yeah, because you just let people do their thing.
Me and
Let's
Sailor
see.
Moon are tight.
Well, we had some bad news yesterday. Our legend Neil Adams passed away at the age of 81.
Yep. And the co-founder of Razer, my favorite gaming company. Gaming, for mouses, keyboards, everything, also passed away.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's too bad, dude.
Yep. Two
But yeah.
people, two legends.
But I remember Neil Adams' Batman covers and stuff. He was fantastic.
Yep.
His stories were kind of weird, but like at one point in one of Neil Adams' runs on Batman, where he was actually writing it as well as drawing the artwork. He had Batman get all shot up and bleeding and all that sort of stuff, and then he reveals later on that Batman actually has like blood packet type squib things under his armor that make it look like he got shot to death, and just kind of like, that's like a little bit unnecessary, isn't it? I mean,
Bat squibs.
Bat squib.
That's squid.
Yeah, you'd think.
I try not to think. It's too painful.
It's just comics.
Smooth brain gang.
But yeah, we'll miss him. I think the comics world lost a great there.
Well, I mean, the
We're
comics
getting
industry
any
is
new
already
ones.
trying to kill itself.
Yeah.
Pops better not be texting while he's driving. I see that.
Yeah, you better not be Pops, because I have some fun stuff to show you, and you have to be You have to be alive to be on there. And Thunder the what? Wait, hold on a minute. You guys talk for a minute.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
gosh, Thundar the Barbarian. Oh,
What's that?
Did it not?
that's all I got to say.
Oh my God! Somebody please educate him.
Post-apocalyptic Earth, where magic has come back, and a misfit band of things and stuff adventure across the world.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
It's Conan with the lightsaber.
oh,
yeah.
sweet.
And shattered landmarks in the background.
I mean, I'd also love to see the Herculoids get adapted.
Yeah, it was basically DC's Conan. Yeah, you're right, Arno.
Brave Star? That'd work.
Yeah, Brave Star would work. Well, good thing the lady's driving, Pops, because you wouldn't want to make me angry if you're texting while driving. Get angry.
You won't like her when she's angry.
Yeah.
See, what you should say, Pops, is that you're doing speech to text and set that up, and then in a minute you should be go to make a comment, and then halfway through break off into, "Oh my god, a truck!"
Oh, that would be
funny.
so mean. I would start crying on oh no, that would be mean.
Expletive.
Freak out.
Yeah,
That would have been funny.
You're so mean, Grim.
that's why you love me.
It's weird.
Well, I saw Northman and the new Nicolas Cage movie.
Which
it
one
any
was
good?
better?
The Nicolas Cage movie was better, of course.
Northman
was
is like the
worst.
only person on the planet who seems to hate Northman.
That's one of the worst movies I've seen in 2002. 2022. It's so fucking bad. The fight scenes, everything. It was so fucking terrible.
Okay, I can't seem to lay my hands on my copy at the moment, but Cal, I can confirm Thundar the Barbarian is in a set. You can buy it on Blu-ray or you can buy it on DVD from Amazon. So
For about $22, $25.
yeah. Thundar for Gamma World and Post-Apocalypse. Yeah, well, it wouldn't be too hard to adapt. It would not be too hard to adapt. In fact, why don't I go ahead and show this off while we got a chance? Here you go. I gotta back this up a second. Wait a minute. Where is it?
New world.
Okay, does that or does that not resemble one of the backgrounds for the Legion of Doom from the DC superheroes show, Super Friends show?
I was thinking
Yeah,
On the bottom,
actually.
right? Yeah.
Big time, doesn't it? I kind of wonder how much cross-pollination there was on that. And I'm going to keep pointing this out every damn time that it comes up. Steve Gerber worked on this. The late, great, awesome Steve Gerber worked on Thundar the Barbarian. Also, Jack Kirby worked on this.
Rise.
Isn't that great?
He looks
Isn't
like
that great?
He-Man.
He does.
my favorite part
That
is
was-
where the head turns around.
Yeah, that was Gemini, the sorcerer Gemini.
I want to be able to fart monsters from my hands like that. Like that wizard. That'd be great.
Oh, and like the chick, I like how her magic has to come with this cool dip and wave.
She's expending effort. Expending effort, dude. Come on. Oh man. Yeah, I've actually got my my Blu-ray copy running around here somewhere. I need to find it so I can watch it again. But I have so many things I need to rewatch because I have Escaflowne I need to rewatch. I need to finish rewatching Lodos War. Then of course I got
terrible.
some more stuff I want to. What?
Oh, I was hoping it might be on HBO Max. Thundar.
Thundar? I don't know if you can actually catch. You might be able to catch episodes on YouTube, but I'm not sure. But like I said, you could get the whole thing, like I said, on Blu-ray. So jump on that, guys.
Oh,
You really need the Blu-ray for the visual quality, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm a snob.
Is this
That-
because since my PC4 kind of died? Are they trying to tell me that I need to buy a PS5 now?
There you go.
Yeah, if you can. Good luck.
Apparently,
Well,
Jack Kirby
well-
worked on the designs of the show.
Yeah. Although, as Keith Moncrief from Pop Culture Minefield will point out, he says it shares more with Kamandi, the last boy on Earth, than anything else. Hey, Legion of Myth. Oh, Legion, you missed all the cool TTRPG stuff. You can go home now. I'm glad you're here, dude. Yeah, some of the people were from comics. I'm not sure if John Buscema worked on Thundar, but I would imagine so. Wow. Yeah, that was TV at the time. And now we have TV of the new age because I have some cool stuff that is in the pipeline on its way to me that has not arrived yet.
You bought all 3 seasons of Batwoman?
Oh, yes, of course. I bought all 3 seasons of Batwoman. That's how I roll, baby.
I'm afraid I've
The
got some terrible news
Bat
for you.
show ever.
The bestest Bat show ever, you know? It's like even Az would agree with me on that one, you know?
Well, unfortunately, it's getting canceled.
No, say it ain't so. You're kidding me, right? I love it. I love that show. Oh, gonna be sad.
It will live on forever on this show because of Az's sterling commentary on Batwoman.
Look, it's more coffee. It's coffee time again. Because all ladies do is we just buy coffee all day. And then we sit around and talk about how we want to fucking scissor. Oh my God.
I'm actually drinking tea right now, so that guy's wrong.
But he's bang on with the scissoring, right?
I mean, he is very bang on with the scissoring, let me tell you.
Oh my God! No.
Well, I mean, alternatively, you could, watch Halo.
Ooh. Yeah, Pops put up a clip
No,
for that.
thank you.
He put up a clip for that the other day, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's the worst haircut I've ever seen on a person ever." Yeah, this one. This one.
Yep. Oh God, please.
Look at that haircut. Ugh.
Oh my God,
that is super unflattering.
That's in the Halo show.
And the acting is so bad.
This was Halo, yes.
Yep, it's from Halo.
And this is like the best part
the
of the
worst
show.
acting
so far.
ever.
Okay, I don't want to get copyright claimed. I probably don't get copyright claimed for the Thundar commercial, but
I had a
She
haircut
really
like
hates
that when I was
Xbox.
like 4 and cut my own hair.
She identifies 4 years old.
See, you shouldn't be scissoring when you're 4.
Yeah.
True facts, Graham. True facts.
I just get tea? Okay, I got that.
Yeah.
Oh God, no, Cal. Why did you bring that? Why did you bring that to my show? No, please don't bring the racist orc thing to my show. No.
Oh, so you need me to leave?
No. It's like once again this week, all over Twitter is the racist orc thing about. Oh no, all races can't be evil. That's just totally ridiculous. And like, oh please,
And then I saw
why
some
do we
people
keep
going
bringing
after
this
Grim over
up?
it.
People bring it up because they want to see me drink.
That's what it is. Is that why you're drinking?
Yes, brought up the whole.
And you're
whole
not
orc thing.
sharing? I have this cup of tea that needs some of that, and you're not going to give me any? Help the sick, Grim. Help the sick. Alms for the sick.
Listen to the lady.
This is
Let me
where it's
Caribbean up that tea for you.
Go for it.
Yes, Arno, that clip is from Halo, and it is the best part of the show. Watching that character just getting
Being
get treated like shit.
Yeah. And John, of course, what they did to John, because we're not going to call him Master Chief.
Episode 1,
Never.
they take off his helmet. Episode 2, they take off the suit.
Yeah, they basically
Grim,
all the time.
he's calling you out, dude.
We're not
It's
evil.
okay.
We're just pragmatic. If you want evil, you have to look to the Russians.
And
have
and
to look
by the
to
way,
Ash.
yes, and
Well,
Victor.
Emo.
And by the way, guys, Victor is Dutch, and so when he's talking about evil people, we have to remind everybody about the Dutch.
Did you know Holland invented chicken and waffles? Really? Before that, you can only get chicken or waffles. But they were the first to put them together. Black people all over the world would be forever grateful to the Dutch for that.
You do know the Dutch started the slave trade.
Those motherfuckers!
So there you go, Britain redeemed.
And the British ended it, so I think it's clear that the Dutch are more evil than the British.
There you go.
Yeah, you helped pay that off.
Yeah.
That worked. That was good. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Legion of Myth has to double down. Let's make every race evil. Humans, elves, dwarves. Well, humans are evil already. Elves, dwarves, gnomes, etc. And they fight it out in a continent-sized Thunderdome. 4 billion men. Is it? Wait, that's 4 trillion men, isn't it?
Sounds like my bedroom.
Enter and one man leaves. Oh my God, Squeaka, no. Chicken and waffles was our reparations.
Oh my
God. Oh my God.
Halo is disrespectfully bad.
It's the kind of show that winds up better when you have friends to complain with, and then you can kind of make up stories and nicknames for them as you go.
Yeah.
The trouble is that's almost everything now.
Yeah.
However, okay, there's good bad and there's bad good. Okay, and here is this is bad good.
That's just because it's about women.
Well, yes, but also it's pure 1980s sleaze fun.
You should have said Horny Bastard.
Shut up. You know it's true.
I've never seen the movie, so I know.
Well, you should fix that. You should see this one. I'm gonna get Ironcaster to see this one, and then afterwards he can curse my name, my children, and my future generations.
He'll have to get to that after he's done binge watching his My Little Pony.
It's probably better than the Northman.
I felt super targeted by Amazon the other day, right?
Oh,
because I've been binging a bunch of series, and up in my recommendations pops Almost Paradise, right?
Yeah.
Which has Christian Kane in it, who I like from Leverage and The Librarians and so on, playing an ex-DEA agent with hypertension. So I felt a bit zeroed in on.
At least you got representation, though.
Yeah, I've got representation.
There you go, Grim. Do you feel represented? You know, British people with hypertension.
Well, it's not British, I don't think, but otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise, hashtag
it's
Amazon.
It's nice to see myself represented on screen in that way.
You know, that's all that
it makes no fucking difference. Who cares?
And those who have not seen She, let me grace you with this original trailer from 1984. The best year ever. Well, no, it's like
year 23.
It's like top 3.
Cancellation. The place is what used to be known as the United States.
Let's face it, everything in the 80s was better. Look at those great outfits. Uh-oh. Ratsies. I'm gonna get canceled now.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Should have been a better shot and got her in the head.
Out of the ashes of devastation and anarchy rises a new hope. She.
Allah is she, the goddess.
That's some great acting, and look at that eyeshadow.
I was about to say, where'd they get this shadow, man? Like,
oh yeah, I loved this fight in the cardboard box warehouse. That was a good one.
There's never enough cardboard warehouse.
This trailer is already better than the Northman.
Say Frizz.
Given Jace's track record, I'm taking that to mean the Northman is awesome, and I should definitely watch it.
There you go.
Sounds alright.
I'm wondering how close this is to the original H. Rider Haggard novel.
Oh, I don't imagine it's close at all.
That must be page for page, really.
There you go.
it's like they raided a Halloween store for their costumes.
Yes. Can you tell they had a huge budget for this film?
It depends how much it was spent on the poster.
Oh, she looks like that.
You have my interest.
Yes, well, we had to have sweaty, naked women in, the 80s, because,
they stole her from a music video.
Yes.
You're telling me they can't find anyone who knows how to use bondage equipment properly in LA?
I think this was Italy, which is even worse.
Even worse.
Yes.
It's but a scratch.
Ash just had a what the hell moment.
What the hell?
Yes. Yes, Ash. Yes. Yes.
A new love story.
It's a love story, guys. It's a love rom-com.
Fuck.
Well. Oh.
That was the. Oh, come on. That was the weakest punch ever.
Yeah, I want my girlfriends to treat me this way.
Step on me, mommy.
You should remake it with Amber Heard so they get the punching right.
It'll make for one shitty ass movie.
I think that film would shit the bed.
Based on the classic Rider Haggard novel, starring
Richard is like, I like it here. Don't leave me alone.
So
Imagine
much
this movie
better
coming
than
out today.
Northman.
What the fuck?
Yes, yes, Ash.
He's using the force.
Yes, Ash.
What kind of movie even is this?
It's the
It's fun.
80s,
Is it
baby.
Looks really
medieval?
fun.
I have no idea.
It's
I
the 80s.
already love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I'm excited to watch this, bro.
We're gonna watch this. We're going to watch this. We didn't have Halloween stores in 1984. Yeah, we didn't. Oh, hey, there's one for you, Grim. The Basic Expert just reviewed Welcome to St. Cloud on his channel.
Yes, that's one of Miguel Ribeiro's books. It's like an homage to Twin Peaks.
Nice. I just ordered a couple of books from him through Lulu, his Daughters of Darkness and their system.
Oh, the Wretched Bastards thing.
Yeah. I would have bought that one just for the name, Wretched Bastards. I mean, you know.
Oh, it's a cool name.
I think they got frustrated with me being ill and having to work on Whitechester, so they decided to publish stuff themselves. It's fair enough. I wish them all the best with it.
And speaking of bastards, I have the original 1986 videos of Bastard coming, so I can actually watch that. But then I found out that Netflix is doing Bastard, so
Those
check
bastards.
that out. Those bastards.
They bastard.
I am
Yeah,
too.
that's really
Bastard has a real special place for me because the first time I got to see it, my dear departed friend George, who's from Japan, showed the original manga to me way back, and I remember looking at it going, "Wow, this is so cool! I hope they bring this to America someday." And I somehow managed to miss the OVAs when they came out, so I'm kind of making up for lost time. And George is no longer with us to enjoy this, so I'm gonna watch this for George.
Yeah.
What do you guys
I
think?
understand it. No, I think it looks fucking amazing, man. You know, I love
Oh,
the
yeah,
anime
definitely.
stuff, so I'm excited for it. The same thing that I did figure out something today, that the Berserk has a video game. And I've been thinking, and I've been what
That's the best compliment ever.
No, but there's a game of Berserk from 2017 that looks fucking sick, and it's on sale now. So I've been wondering if I might buy it.
Is it Berserk and the Band of the Hawk?
Yep.
Yeah, get it. It's good. It's just like the Toei fighting games. Not fighting, but the their Dynasty
Koei-
Warrior stuff.
Koei.
Koei.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Koei
it's
is
good.
the creator.
Yeah, I have not finished it yet, but I'm still playing through it. But I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's on sale.
Yeah, get it. You'll like it. It's a lot of button mashing.
There was also a
Yeah, I
Super
know.
Nintendo game.
A Super Nintendo game?
Yep, for Bastard.
Oh, for Bastard. Oh, okay. I thought you said for Berserk. I'm like, no, I just remember the old Berserk Guts
Yeah,
Rage. But there's a Berserk PS2. I don't remember the one on PS2, but I do remember the one on Sega Saturn because I had the Japanese copy of that one. That was pretty cool. For George. Hashtag for George. Yeah, for George.
I'm confused
Dear
though. I
George.
thought Rob Schneider was the Dark Schneider.
No.
No? This one's even darker.
Who would you rather?
It's darker.
All right. Who would you rather have to voice Dark Schneider? Rob Schneider or Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage, come on.
Neither.
Hey, Nicolas Cage, come on.
See,
just for the fun of it.
the joke of it would make me want Rob Schneider to do it.
Yeah, he might actually do a good job. You never know. I don't know.
Nicolas Cage, because he's a king.
Nicolas Cage, because he's king. Okay, well,
I'm looking forward to his Reinfeld movie. Where he's playing Dracula.
Yes,
Oh.
same here. I'm fucking excited. I love Nicolas Cage, man. And I love the Ghostbusters movies. I don't care what people say. They're good.
Which one?
You mean Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Ghost Rider was okay.
Both of them
I
are
love
some
the Ghost
good
Rider
movies.
films.
I didn't see the second one, but the first one was okay.
But the second one is so good. It's like a requel in a way, but it's still pretty fucking good. And the CGI, pretty fucking good.
I personally thought the first one was better than the second one.
Story-wise, but the CGI
Yeah.
and stuff, so much better in the second one.
Oh yeah, agreed.
And it's more darker and more, I just fucking love it.
Oh, okay, now I'm gonna actually have to make a hashtag of this. Okay, I'm gonna
Hashtag
do
for
that.
George.
I'm gonna do it for George.
For George.
You guys are gonna. I'm gonna have to go and find his headstone over in the military cemetery and take a picture for you guys. So, yeah, dear
Then we can come
departed
back
George.
together and we can do a stream to talk about the show.
Yeah, we should totally do it because I think Bastard is gonna be good. But I need to watch the originals first. And you said that there is English translations of the manga now?
Maybe.
If you find them, let me know because I am curious now. Because
Do you trust the translators though?
well,
That's the thing these days.
Berserk is almost over, so I'm gonna need a new dark fantasy to enjoy. And Bastard was really good back then, so because it was made back in the 80s, and
Oh yeah, it looks like it has been slowly getting released.
Oh, good. Who's doing it? Dark Horse, I hope.
Just kind of come down here, say, Ultra Jump, Viz Media.
Oh, Viz, they're okay. I mean, they
Dark fantasy, I'll go get me some orcs.
say what?
If I want dark fantasy, I'll go find me some orcs.
Oh, behave.
Oh,
Oh, she went there. Something else
I would go
picked
for
up-
the elves.
Of course you would. Everybody goes for the elves.
Be sure to source your orcs from a reputable organisation, otherwise they'll just turn up, paint your toenails, and cook you cupcakes.
A
Might I suggest
reputable
OLM?
organization, is that what you just said?
Yes, a reputable organisation. Yeah.
Oh, you're so amazing.
I need to check out Vinland Saga too. That one looks pretty cool. Oh, hello, Lovely Sherry. Oh my God, Lovely Sherry has the best memes ever, guys.
Hello, Sherry.
Her memes are so dirty and filthy. I love them. Thank you very much, Lovely Sherry. Never stop putting out those memes. Edgy time, the week in cheek. You can bet. You betcha. You betcha, Edgy. How you doing? So I got this also because somebody posted up a picture from this film, and I remembered how much fun it was. So yeah, how many of you guys remember this one? And look, it's got the
Shiny.
Well, this has got that moving cover type thing.
The lenticular, I think it's called.
Yeah, the lenticular cover. Yeah.
When did it come out?
Also the 80s.
So I'm not old enough to remember it. Got it.
1985. It came out in 1985. It's available on Blu-ray, obviously, and it's this is actually the outer cover. This is what the inside of it looks like.
Fog.
Really good. It's some people kind of compare it to Star Wars.
Oh my God! Sorry.
You okay? What happened?
She came.
She ran out
Wow.
of tea and was left with only scissoring.
Did you like this one, Squeak?
Sorry, I read something in chat.
What happened?
Sorry.
What happened?
Caught me off guard. Oh, Mahogany said I can be your black horse.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It just totally caught me off guard.
That's,
Sorry.
that's why we do this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
All right. It's okay. Well, here is the original trailer for this one, so we can watch Esh. Want to check it out? Which Esh, you should totally watch this one.
You do want to be copyrighted?
We will probably be copyrighted this time, but it doesn't matter.
Long time ago.
And it's in Square Box.
Our t-shirt was copyrighted and lost his channel.
Well, they haven't pulled me off yet, so.
Star Chaser, the Legend of Orin.
The first time I saw an advertisement for this was in Heavy Metal magazine, and I wanted to see this movie so bad, but it never came to theaters in my area, so my first time to watch it was on VHS years later at a VHS store.
A primitive chess computer was the first inorganic mind to beat man. In a few hours, I will be calling checkmate in the last such game the humans and their kind will ever play.
I like it.
Yeah, it's great animation for that time.
Oh fuck yeah, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
How old was it?
1985, so it's old.
You kind of have that little Star Wars vibe into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of it, yeah. Rotoscoping, yeah, similar to Fire and Ice, yeah, that's right.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. No computers used here.
The great god of my world.
I'm still gonna watch this.
Without this, you are but a weak piece of flesh. Tell me, Kaka, what is the secret of its power?
Kakao.
Kaka.
Kakao.
Oh god, that's creepy.
Yep. If I don't finish you, my brother PP will.
My PP will.
Oh my god.
See, there you go, Pops. You're gonna have to watch Star Chaser because I'm gonna get Esh and I'm gonna get Ironcaster to watch it so that we can all like have a thing about it. Huh?
It's already on my list.
Yeah, if you guys want to do a panel on it, we could totally do it. In fact, that's one of the reasons I'm showing off all these is to give you guys some encouragement to watch some of these because I want to do panels on these shows and get taken off YouTube again like we did with the Sword and the Sorcerer.
Star Chaser, the Legend of Orin. The fantasy experience of a lifetime.
Dueling Dragons. You haven't watched it yet, Greg? I'm surprised. Yeah, that was good stuff, man. Not the most original script, but it was a great looking piece of animation. And it was surprisingly adult.
There's so many good, excellent 80s, sword and sorcery movies or genre films out there that we could go to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And one of my favorite ones.
We're going to do all of them.
Knight Riders.
Knight Riders. By George Romero. Starring, what's that guy, Ed, what's his name? And Tom Savini and Patricia Tallman. In like, I think one of her first roles.
Christine Forrest.
Yep. But what was Ed, what's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. He's the dude on Westworld. Ed Harris. Yeah, Ed Harris. Oh, yeah, no kidding. Dueling Dragons. I need to find a copy of Wizards. And the one that's really, really hard to find, there are two more that I really want to get, and that is American Pop. And I want to get, what's that other one? Rock and Rule. And if I could find Blu-rays of those, that would be amazing. because those things are just like insanely good animated films from way back in the day. Hey, LDG, it's good to see you, man. Friend got a like from Bakshi recently. He was pretty stoked. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the last person I got a like from was Drunk 3PO, so he's doing way better than me.
So, just to show the poster off for Ash.
Mm-hmm. You can watch this on Amazon Prime too, I believe.
That's where I caught it.
Yeah. Yeah, Dueling Dragons. Yeah, Rock and Rule went out of print, and now it's like 200. Yeah, that's about right. Because it sells for so much money right now. It's ridiculous.
Talking of furryism, aren't they doing an Usagi Yojimbo cartoon or something soon?
I think I heard that.
Only they're calling it something like Rabbit Samurai or something.
Probably. Sounds dumb.
It was tied in with like the turtles loosely.
Yeah, Samurai Rabbit, the Usagi Chronicles on Netflix.
Curious about that.
We were gonna get Bone, but not anymore.
Wait, did I? What?
Yeah, you remember the Bone? Bone, the
From Jeff
cartoon.
Lemire?
Yeah, from Jeff Lemire. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's in like all the kids' libraries and stuff.
Uh-huh.
What?
That's
Were
not
you
what I was
thinking
thinking
something
of.
else?
Just leave me in my corner. You got my tea and my sister. You just leave me over here.
What are
And
you
your big
mixing with
black
that
orc.
tea?
Oh, goodness. Nothing, actually.
It's that mysterious potion from Grimm's flask.
It is. It's Grimm's mysterious sauce. I mean, potion.
Made of rum and communism.
You're a health player.
Uh-oh. It came out and it's not directly Usagi. Yeah, and he says it looks like crap. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I looked. It looks like it's all CG. So, yeah.
Arno says Fritz the Cat. Yeah, I can watch that on Amazon, and there's no way I could ever do much with that on this channel without getting blasted off by YouTube.
There used to be this thing called anthropomorphic, which wasn't furrydom. Right? I don't know what went wrong. I
You
blame
say
Doug
that as
Winger.
the first, like the Cadbury Bunny, and you don't know what went wrong. Like, I've seen her.
Cadbury's Caramel Bunny.
Even better.
Darius, did I not say Escaflowne?
That was all in the voice. Who was it who voiced the Caramel Bunny?
Escaflowne.
Escaflowne is brilliant.
Yeah, Escaflowne was good. I had a panel with Brandon, the anime guy, earlier today, and we were talking about 90s anime. And
I was so sad I missed that.
Escaflowne?
No, that
What?
Anime.
Miriam Margolyes was the one who voiced the Cadbury's Caramel Bunny.
Oh my god!
That she's just ruined it for me.
I've never seen you have that reaction, Grim.
That's just not what I was expecting. Well done to her. I mean, I love her, but she's not who I think of as being a sexy bunny.
But now you do. Now you do.
Now I do, and it's ruined forever.
Sometimes the voice does not match the face, but it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Proof of that.
Yeah, I've got Escaflowne part 1 and 2, and I need to go back and rewatch those.
I have the collected box set.
Oh, nice.
Whole thing.
And you I don't consider you a proper D&D nerd unless you've watched Lodos War at least once. Because that was the D&D anime. The first one, as far as I'm concerned.
It's on my backlog.
Ash?
Yeah.
If I haven't seen it, Ash hasn't seen it.
Okay, well, we need to filter some more of these things down to Ash. It's anime, Ash. I know you can get into anime.
Okay.
He has to watch Boku no Piku, then he'll be happy.
Oh God, no.
No.
Squeak.
Don't search up Boku no Piku, Ash.
Don't search it.
Don't.
What next?
And listen this time when we say no.
Who looks at
With
the
the blue
mantle while
waffle?
stoking the... Yeah, no kidding.
Uh-oh.
Lola turned me into a man.
What else she turned you into?
I think Grim just kind of shriveled there on the panel a little bit. Now I was hoping that Vlad could be with us. Unfortunately, his stuff crapped out. But he clued me into an anime that I really want to see, and I've got it coming.
Oh dear, I won't be watching
Yeah,
that.
you've got it coming.
I've got it coming.
I'm not touching that.
Of course you won't, Dash.
This is Princess Resurrection.
I've not heard of it. It looks fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. I'm kind of excited to see it. Can't wait. Can't wait.
I can't wait.
Can't wait. I did see redo of Healer, by the way. Despite everybody warning me about that one. It was actually really good, although I could understand why certain people would get really upset with it. But
Ash is having a great time when he knows what Puku no Piku is.
No, don't do that to him, Jace. And Ash, I don't know if I'd recommend redo of Healer to you either. It might offend you.
I know what it is and what it's about. I've never seen it, but I know what it's about.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's not disgusting.
It's really
Depends on your perspective.
I won't even watch that.
Hey, I have seen all the 3 episodes with my ex-girlfriend. I was forced.
Redo of Healer?
No, Puku no Piku.
Oh, Puku no Piku.
I won't watch either of those. There we go.
I
How's
got
that?
forced by my ex-girlfriend because she was such a fan of PewDiePie. And when PewDiePie said, "Don't look at it," she was like, "Oh, we have to watch it." Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, since they mentioned it, Ash, this is Ninja Scroll, and it is from the 90s.
Oh, wow.
It's an OVA, so it's pretty much a movie, but it's really well animated, and it's a good story. Big time Japanese, but it's kind of easily accessible by Americans. I highly recommend. And it's a shiny cover. That's why the black kind of blobbiness in there is reflecting the camera. Sorry. Okay, don't talk at once.
I'm sorry, I'm still not over clicking that thing I clicked that I shouldn't have.
Oh, look, he posted a picture, and it's a chick eating ice cream.
No.
Do not put it on the stream.
Do not.
That's not a girl.
Oh.
That's not a girl?
It's not?
No. Oh no. Oh no.
What is it?
Talking about?
Is this some shonen or what do you call it? That Shoda?
What are we talking about now?
The thing you linked.
The thing you put in the private chat.
Yeah, Puku no Piku. You don't show that, man. No. You shouldn't. No. That's
Dueling Dragons wants in. Let me.
I will say it like this. Biden would love this. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, he won't.
Yes,
he probably will.
Yes, the story is about yeah.
Just looking at that image, yeah, you're on point with that, Jace.
I blame PewDiePie for making it famous.
Let's see. Victor says he's excited for the new Spriggan anime. I need to watch that. I remember the Spriggan books way back when I was in Japan, but I never actually watched it. You now understand why Kringe isn't here. Come on, Violence. That's not nice. Kringe is getting his house together. Gosh. He'd be having a laugh about all this, though. Or he'd be getting sick to his stomach. I'm not sure
He's got to
which.
join the sick club.
Yeah, why not? Everybody else is sick.
I'm always sick.
There you go.
That's my secret. I'm always sick.
What's up, Greg?
And what's going on?
All right, man. You wanted to jump in on this?
Yeah, I had to jump in because I heard you talking about Record of Lodos War.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, I had to jump in because I heard you talking about.
Nope.
So, the reason I wanted to jump in is because somebody translated the. So I don't know if you guys probably don't. Not all of you know, but Record of Lodos War was a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
That these people played, and eventually it got turned into an anime because it was popular. But somebody translated the entire original D&D campaign, which they played in Moldvay D&D, so the basic set, back in the 80s. And it was published in a Japanese magazine called Comptick, which was like a kind of a computer and gaming magazine for like several years. Now I'm going to shoot you the link here, private message, if you want to share that. But it's basically, it's got the entire campaign that's like 200 something pages, like their character sheets, what characters they played, like everything they went through. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it was like an author that did Deedlit, who ended up being like the most popular character in the show.
Oh yeah, and that game that's based on her is awesome too.
I heard that too. Everybody has said that it's really good. In fact, I need to get that one.
Yeah, I've played the game. And
you like
it. And the anime.
I need to hop out.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, just still not feeling well and need to go.
Okay, and then
only
Jace,
if
of
you
course, made
truly
you
hop.
sick. Be well, Iron.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Poor guy. So yeah,
cook your chicken, people. We mean it.
Yes.
Meat thermometer is your friend.
Yeah.
Squeak, did you have to say it that way?
Yeah. Was there another way to say it?
Meat thermometer is friend, yes.
There, yeah, that's better, Ash. Thank you.
You're
And Jace, for our Norwegian friends, can you please say meat thermometer in Norwegian?
What?
Meat thermometer.
I don't fucking remember. I barely speak Norwegian in real life anymore, man.
Well, then we wouldn't know. You could make something up, and it would be like, "Oh, that's neat."
I saw you carrying on a conversation with prismatics.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh man.
I'm halfway sleeping while we're streaming, so.
Kyotomometer. There you go.
What?
Kyotomometer.
Bless you.
Kyotomometer.
There we go.
Yeah.
See.
I can't even understand it.
It's bad.
Probably
He doesn't even understand it.
I did it bad, but
Send it to me in the private chat. Just send it to me in the private chat, and I can pronounce it properly.
I even listened to the little thing. But...
Pops, are you still out there, or are you actually still witnessing us? I hope so, because I have a couple of more 80s awesomeness pieces that I want to show off. I told Ironcaster that we would watch these, and we're going to review them. But the first one is Sorceress from 1982. Grim might remember this one, because if you like really bad, it's rated R because it was lots of. Don't you guys want to watch this? Yes. They didn't show any of the boobs, which is good because I didn't want to get taken off of YouTube. But
Yes.
that's one we're gonna check out. Definitely one we have to see. And this other one here, which is I have never seen this one whatsoever, so I'm totally gonna be surprised at this one. Oh, Pops remembers this one, and Snortopoopus, yes, the music is from Battle Beyond the Stars,
which is a brilliant film. If only for the spaceship.
Yes, the booby spaceship was awesome.
The booby spaceship, the booby uterus spaceship. Now,
booby uterus, yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. Okay. I've never seen this one. This is from 1988. It's called The Sisterhood. And it looks really good.
Out of a wasteland.
I've seen it. It's awful.
Is it?
Still better than the Northland, right, Jade?
Yeah, it's still better than the Northman.
Is it, like, how bad is it?
No woman can travel the world without a man
Good Bad
to
Flicks
defend her.
reviewed it.
Oh, really?
Only family.
Yeah.
What did they say?
Murdered by a ruthless
Well, like me, he appreciates awfulness for its own sake. So.
Now, in her thirst for
Did it,
justice, she joins
see, I
forces
usually
with
rate a lot of these
renegade
films by
army
whether or not it made shitcase cinema. If it didn't make shitcase cinema, then I you know. But I recognize the chick playing the lead.
The wasteland. The Sisterhood.
The Sisterhood.
Now she must face unequal dangers as she begins her perilous quest.
Narrated by Don LaFontaine, yes.
Where the Sisterhood confronts savage warriors of an ancient order.
Yeah, I watched The Barbarians recently too,
And the men
Victor.
of evil set on their destruction.
Have you seen the Barbarian Brothers music video?
Oh no, I have not.
Together they fight for their
McAnee is
survival
not a
against
prequel to
brutal
Sisterhood of the
enemy.
Traveling. It's more like a sequel, really, I would think. This is like what happens after the Sisterhood of Traveling Pants because it's
Forced to unveil the
post-apocalypse.
supreme power of
More 80s hair, yes. Yes.
In a world of chaos, how can one man without a past save a world without a future?
Greg, that's really good. Can we get you to read more stuff like that?
I thought it was the video before you ended.
I thought it was too.
I was just like,
Now,
Really?
one man is back. Steven Seagal is taking out the trash.
Oh,
This
shit.
time,
Oh,
it's
shit.
personal.
that is
It's like classic
great.
movie trailer voiceover.
It is. It's so good. That is so good, Greg.
Thanks.
We gotta get you to read like some airy stuff in that.
Oh, I do. I did for one of our trailers, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
I missed that. Oh.
Wow.
How could one not
That's
like
all I've
chicks
got to
with-
say is
That
wow.
was fucking great, man.
Big
I
hair and
thought it was a
huge-
trailer when it ended, so it was
I
just...
did too. Pops doesn't know about this one. What did you think, Squeaka? Did that make you sick seeing all that hairspray again?
Make me sick? I'm already sick.
Oh, never mind. Arno, I've seen like, well, he kind of quit making movies like in 2020, didn't he? I don't think he's had one
Good
since.
thing.
Huh?
That's a good thing. Fuck the real Steven
Because
Seagal.
he's
Fuck that guy.
busy making friends with certain European leaders.
Oh,
And he was such a faker. He can't even fucking kick. He had a fucking stuntman when he was kicking. Sometimes you could see it wasn't him. It's a fucking phony ass bitch.
okay, Jace,
Yeah, that's what
just
it
tell
is.
us how you really feel.
I do it all the time. I do it
Yes,
all the
yes, you
time.
do.
Steven
Or Steven
Seagal is
Seagal.
a cop who plays by the rules. Chuck Norris is a renegade who plays by his own rules. There's only one thing worse than making them mad. It's making them partners.
Whoa, are we talking partners or are we talking partners?
Are we pitching films now?
Better than pitching tents.
I don't think it's possible to pitch a tent near Steven Seagal.
Ugh. You can never predict what Jace will like or not like. I don't know, man. He's getting kind of predictable now. It's kind of like if everybody else likes it, Jace hates it. So
Not all the time.
not all the time.
I just
but-
want Greg to narrate my life. Like, I mean, going to work would be an adventure if, like, I wake up in the morning and Greg's like, and today, like, yes, I'll be happy about work in the morning.
I ended up doing the Morgan Freeman narration for that. I wish I could tell you that Squeaka was happy. I wish I could say that she had a good day at work, but she didn't. Those damn kids ran right over her.
Trouble is, if you got a voiceover, an action voiceover, you'd stay in bed.
That's true. That's true.
Seemed like just another day.
you
Right,
know what it
I
reminds-
know. I'm not going anywhere.
You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember those Dr. Tran videos from way back? Here comes Dr. Tran. Nope. Okay,
No, don't remember.
No.
Okay. We're gonna get copyright claimed on this one. I gotta find those now. Okay.
To prove you're not just making it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take care, LBG.
Oh no! Don't go away, LBT. Oh. Okay. Let's see how long this clip is. 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Yeah, this is from all the way back in 2008.
What?
What?
I can honestly say I've never seen those words put together in that way before in my life. What?
They know what the video is about. They've seen it. Okay. All right, we're gonna get copyright claim.
No.
Okay, let's do this. Let's just
I don't know if I can
do
handle
this.
this.
Yes. Yep. Guys, subscribe to Lone Sausage if you want to see this, because this is a Lone Sausage production, by the way. Totally worth it, though.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Too much for YouTube.
They hate him as much as they hate Musk.
Mama Susan. This always happens every time we start doing. See, and it's funny because like I did all the other things and it wasn't a problem, but you know, the first time I showed this,
that was the fun thing, dude. That was really funny, and that actual Asian guy, what the fuck? So fucking great.
That was fucking great. That was, you know, that's back when we had a sense of humor and we could use it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it'll come back up. Stream suspended. We're still suspended. Oh no.
It's a hard knock life for us.
Do. We'll probably get pulled for that too if we sing that. So.
Yeah, we're gonna get pulled for everything.
We get pulled for everything.
Probably not going to get pulled for playing this sorceress.
But you can still be half naked on Twitch.
Yep.
And earn a lot of money of just watching girls talking about nonsense. Or
You
just
can only be half naked
ASMR.
on Twitch if you're popular. If you're not, then
Okay, it says streams are interrupted when copyright content is detected. After copyright material is no longer being streamed, streams are automatically re-enabled. Okay, well we're not streaming any more copyright. So we're just interrupted. We're not actually gone.
No, we're just waiting, you know,
We're just waiting.
For time.
Just kill some time.
here we go. I think we're back now.
Are we back now? Let's see.
Yeah,
We're back.
We're back. Yay! Yeah.
T-shirted historian should not have fucked with Dr. Tran.
Dr. Tran fucked over T-shirted historian. Greg, you got to do that one for us. Come on.
They took his wife. They took his daughter. Now T-shirted historian is back to settle the score. And New York City is heating up because he's taking out the trash. And this time, it's personal.
That's fucking great.
I'm so glad I got you on here. Oh my god. Yeah. We're
The
back.
voice of Dr. Tran sounds like a bunch of really bad accents just mixed together.
Yes. Well, okay. So yeah, anyway, despite the fact that we got pulled for that, yes, go check out Lone Sausage. Go check out the rest of Dr. Tran, because that's only one video. He's got a lot of those up. And it's been around since 2008. I mean, Jesus, are we not over this stuff yet?
The time we had humor and we could have fun and didn't need to worry about all this fucking bullshit.
Oh, well. You know, YouTube only gives an opportunity. It just doesn't give it with both hands.
Musk, please buy YouTube. Please.
Musk, please buy YouTube.
You already
That
bought
would've been
Twitter.
great.
I'm hoping that maybe the evil orc conversation will die down soon. I'm getting tired of that.
I'm so sick of that. I'm so tired of that.
It's the same few conversations on repeat.
Yeah.
Yes. Funny thing. I was running my Castles and Crusades game last night, and the party ran into a bunch of evil goblins. And they were actually evil goblins because...
It's redundant. You just have to say goblins.
Point. Okay. A bunch of goblins who were doing evil things. Because they had completely destroyed an elven village, and they were raiding the countryside. And the reason is because they were displaced from their home. So, yeah, when the characters got to the elven village and freed the elven women, because there were only women left, because, you know, we know what goblins do to women. Yeah, they had already eaten all the men, so that was the only reason they were raiding the countryside, because they had ran out of food. Needless to say, the party didn't have any problems killing off all the goblins with impunity. There was no discussion of whether they were good or evil. You know, the orcs didn't stop and say, "Why are you trying to kill us? We are just here trying to survive. We can't help it that we were forced this way. We were forced from our tunnels," and you know. By the way,
Like
Grim
other
does
meaner goblins.
Yeah, Grim does a really awesome goblin voice. You should check out Tabletopless on Wednesdays and listen to him do the goblin voice.
Trouble is, I can't have goblins in it too often because Catherine loves goblins.
I know.
I love Goblin too. Speaking of Wednesdays in gaming, I got to try out a new game style this past Wednesday. Well, and Jace was there, Dash was there. The Fate Core system. That was pretty fun.
Fate Core system, yeah.
Yeah, is that any good? How is it?
It was. I mean, it was fun.
It was fun.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I got to watch part of the live stream, but I went over to watch my folks over at Tabletopless. But
I mean, Jace and I are unscathed so far. We're doing great.
Of course we are.
I prefer the slightly older version
We're
of
just,
Fate.
you know, we are mostly just cuddling and having fun, and the other ones we just, they're probably gonna get killed.
Yeah. I'm not dead yet because the DM took pity on me. For me, the first time player of the system.
Ash, I went back.
I'm new to the TTRPGs.
I went back and watched the Morkborg episode where you were in it, and I still remember.
I love that. I love that one. That was so much fun.
That was so much fun. You were
I'm
so
still
evil
waiting
in that.
for us to continue that so I can eventually use the villagers for a new familiar.
I will kill you.
Come at me,
Is
bro.
that a
Let's
stream
go.
when Ash is really evil?
I'm gonna get you, little boy.
Yeah, I remember that. Because he
You're
can
going
be really
to.
fucking evil.
Oh my god. Well, I'm hoping that when summer finally comes around after May, 20 days, 19 days, whatever, I will actually be able to start running something that we can broadcast on YouTube. I don't have players for it yet. I don't know what I'm going to run or anything, but I do want to do something just for the gaming community. Because
I'm gonna do something where I get to kill Ash.
Wait, let me sacrifice the villagers first, and then you can kill me.
No,
There you
that's
go.
my point. Is to get to you first.
Hey, Squeaka. You know when we're at Crystal Lake, we can use him as protection.
Yes.
Or we
Hey,
could
Mike,
set a
you
Call of
can't use
Cthulhu
the
game in.
already.
Or we could set a Call of Cthulhu game in colonial India.
Oh no!
Oh
no! But Ash would have to run it, otherwise, because the rest of us couldn't do it.
True.
Yeah.
He'd be running all right.
Yeah, we'd all have to play, white English people. Well, no, I couldn't play white English because that would be cultural appropriation. I had to play like a Mexican somehow. I don't know how that would work.
Or we could.
It's all right. I'll give you a Wigger pass.
Oh, okay.
Or we could flip that, and then we do colonial India, and you have a white GM, and then but I just end up killing everyone. I rise to power and kill everyone.
Yeah, there you go. I overthrow all of you colonials in the name of Vishnu.
That'd be funny if I was Hindu.
That would be hilarious. I know you're not, but it'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Well, according to the Bro SR, you can't even play D&D unless you're Christian.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
I didn't know
that's what they said.
Wow.
When it
They've
first
got to
came
just
out-
be straight trolling.
Yeah, they are.
They do.
Maybe.
When it first came out, wasn't D&D frowned upon by Christians?
Oh, yes.
That's the joke.
Oh,
Yes, it was.
Like old dirty bastard, they like it raw.
Oh, really, Arno? $10 an hour doing yard work? Come on, you know us Mexicans. It's like $7. Esh is clearly a Sikh. Oh, okay. I didn't know that at first, but everybody makes it. It's not like he's on camera, you know.
well, even if I was on camera,
All you will see is just hair. It's just
No,
hair.
exactly.
You know? It's only
Just
hair,
beard.
so-
yeah, just
That's all you'd see if I was on camera. That's why I don't do it either. I'm like a big Wookiee.
Here's a behind-the-scenes secret, right? T-shirt historian is played by different Mexicans each week.
Yes.
Yeah, we send a pickup to the Walmart parking lot and just pick up the first one.
yeah. And
This
they
week-
sound the same to everyone, you know. If you're white, they all sound the same.
This week, T-shirt will be played by, or Pedro will be playing T-shirt. Hello, my name is T-shirt historian, and how you say this? It's Week in Geek. Can
you write us an essay?
Esta semana de nerds.
Essay. I wish we had Paulie. Paulie would be like Paulie would be head desking right now. Oh, Gunga Din with Ash in the title. Grim Plague Carry. Oh no.
what's Gunga Din?
Oh gosh, no. No, I'm not opening this can of worms. I'm not.
Is it
I was
something
thinking
have
more
to
Temple
Google?
of Doom.
I live near a Gurdwara. What's a Gurdwara?
That's a Sikh place of worship.
Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't know that. See, I'm so ignorant of Sikh culture and customs, so I do apologize for that. But I don't see too many here in my town. Although we do apparently have an Indian temple, which I've been meaning to visit. So we do have a Hindu temple. We have a synagogue. I think that's really about it. I mean, there are Buddhists, but they're kind of like hidden. I don't know.
Probably is a Sikh temple somewhere. You just
Yeah,
gotta...
there's one near me. I just know more about it because of a
There's
project that I
usually at
helped
least
somebody
one
with.
in almost every major city.
Oh, that explains it. I'm not in a major city.
I'm not Sikh, and I carry lots of ceremonial daggers and real ones.
Kirpan, isn't it?
Kurban, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't actually carry one yet, though, do you?
I personally don't, because I'm not baptized. So if I was baptized, I'd then carry one. I think you can carry one regardless, but usually it's just baptized Sikhs carry them.
Well, Ash, if you move to Texas, you could carry, whatever the hell you want to. Nobody's going to say shit because it's Texas.
Well, no, but it's
With all
not a
due
Texas
respect-
thing. It's a religion thing. He's not
I
carrying
know.
it because of its location.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm just joking.
And with all due respect, I don't think I'll ever move to Texas.
What?
Thank God, because I'd have to hunt you down if you killed my people in real life, and then I'd go to jail for murder.
I'd visit Texas, but I don't think I could ever live there. The policy
Why?
I've been there.
too restrictive.
What?
Even US, like I used to love, I still love the US, but it's just the more I find out about the US, the less I want to live there.
Wow.
Ash, just come and live in Norway. You will basically live here for free.
No, you complain about it all the time.
But I'm white.
Yeah, but it's Jace complaining about it, which must mean it's
Oh.
the
Which
best
means it's
country
great.
ever.
Oh, okay,
Listen
yeah,
to
true.
this. Listen to this. I'm white, and Norwegians, and since I'm white, they don't care about me. But since you're not white like me, they will care about you. That's how Norway works.
So we need to
Is
get
Norway better
Prismatix
or
on
worse
here
than
to
Northman?
talk about his view of Norway.
What if I'm freckly? Will they care about me if I just have little spots of color? Or no?
No. You have to be like Ash, and they will care.
Oh, damn.
Well, to be fair, regarding the US, like I would consider dual nationality with the US, but I don't think I'd live there full time. Like, there are a lot of things I do love about the US. Guns and food are two of them.
There you go.
Yeah, but hey,
See, I
Ash,
want
you
to
would-
move to the UK for the train rides. That's my favorite part.
I just want to move to
Oh,
the UK
oh,
for
you
the
mean the overpriced public transportation system? Yeah, sure.
If Ash moved here, he would have the golden spoon in his ass, basically.
I don't
Every
want.
day.
He doesn't want a golden spoon in his ass. Who would?
I mean, if you're really asking.
Oh my
That
god.
means
Dallas was
basically
shit though.
everything. He will basically have everything that he wants.
Dallas
all
is
my-
still shit. What do you mean was?
Yeah.
Well, it was some years ago when I went, and it was the city itself was like the opening scene from 28 Days Later. There was just nobody and nothing, just trash blowing across.
Well, it's huge because it's huge, Grim. That's okay though.
Yeah, London's
Yeah.
huge, and it's crammed with people all the time.
Well, that's because this
London's a
is
shithole.
Texas. How many Londons can you fit in Dallas? You know, it's like
Probably
America-
just one. I think they're actually, just because the UK is smaller doesn't mean London is smaller.
yeah.
I don't know, because American cities tend to spread out more, like a
Uh-huh.
fat person in an airplane seat.
I take
Ash.
offense to that.
Ash, if you come to live in Norway and you do something criminal, you can just blame it on a Norwegian white guy, and they will believe you.
Holy shit,
come on,
Dallas is
Jay.
50
So I can,
So
James,
wrong.
what you're saying is I can live near you and use you as my scapegoat. Got it.
Oh, fuck you.
That's it. Grim, I guarantee you, okay, if you come back to Texas, go to Houston. You'll reevaluate your opinion of Dallas real quick. I hate Houston.
Greater London is only half again as big an area as Dallas.
Houston has like 7 million people living in it. But it's huge and spread the hell out. So
I want to move to Norway just so I can stab someone 27 times and only spend 20 years in prison.
Ooh. Ooh. The bargaining has begun.
The bargaining.
Holy shit. That came out of nowhere. I love that. Oh my
Though
god.
you say that, but they have one of
true?
the lowest rates of recidivism from their
That's
prison
true.
system.
It's true, unless you put guns and explosives in your car when they let you go
Well, you
home
will-
on the weekend. in prison.
There are always exceptions.
Yeah.
If you did that, you would all those 20 years would be amazing 20 years, because you would still have a you have a TV, a PlayStation, food. You will have everything.
That's true.
So
And
I
if
have
I
a
did-
plan
think that
now
would
for
be-
what I'm going to do is if Ash takes out my people and kills the villagers, I'm going to mysteriously invite him to Norway with me.
Can I just take the opportunity to say publicly, fuck Vargvikernes, he's a cunt.
There you go.
Yep.
Having been accused of being a fan of his recently.
Well, if I moved to Norway, I could probably get away with murder just because of the fact that I'm brown. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I'm just hoping
Fuck
Britain
dividing.
continues to slide into shitness so I can claim asylum in somewhere like Denmark or something.
Fuck surviving så jävligt hårt.
Well, there you go. We could all
There we
move in
go.
with Victor because he's in where the hell is that place, Victor? That place with all the little Dutch masters and because it's not called Deutschland, that's Germany.
Holland,
Denmark,
the Netherlands.
Don't talk
Yes.
about Denmark. Don't talk about those fuckers. Who the fuck cares about them? Who cares about the Danish?
Look, Denmark would pay me to run role-playing games in schools in the evening. So yeah,
True.
I've got a career plan. If I
You would
move
have
to
you would
Denmark.
have so many little girls after you if you lived there, man.
True.
How
maybe that's
how
not a good
little are we
thing.
talking?
Underage.
Denmark is a different country.
Okay, no.
Bigot.
That is a different country.
Well, if the UK goes tits up, us non-whites have a safe haven in Norway. Don't know what you're going to do, Grim, but I'm going to Norway.
Your world geography lesson brought to you this week by the Week in... Oh, Greg, wait, you do that. You do that better than I do.
Week in geography?
Yes.
I will identify as Indian and move to Norway.
Okay, awesome.
No, in Denmark, it's natural to start drinking while you're like 13 and 14, basically. And you start to hook around and shit. Yeah, that's a pretty typical Denmark thing to do. And at the same time, you don't understand what the fuck they're saying because they're choking on dicks all the time.
Wow!
Damn. Thank you for that moment of positivity, Jace. I feel like I need to like
positivity because I'm having fun.
Victor, I think I hear a dike breaking.
Oh.
Mr. My country is lower than sea level.
Oh. Okay, so everybody out there in the audience, yeah, I just wanted to remind you guys to get the link out, remind people to subscribe and
tell everyone.
Thank you.
The bees.
All right, well, we're almost done for the day. So,
yeah.
Anybody have any last minute things they want to plug?
Yeah,
or say,
don't move to India.
Some last minute things to plug. Wait, what? Got a golden spoon for me?
Nope.
So
got a bottle of gold paint. That's about as close as I get.
If for some bizarre reason you didn't like The Northmen, but you still want a gritty historical movie, I just watched The Last Duel, directed by Ridley Scott. Great
Is that
movie.
good?
Highly
Really?
recommend.
I didn't like that either.
Of course.
But yeah, The Northman, it's just a shitty edited, bad shitty story and bad fight scenes, and you can see that they're missing a lot of scenes, and the acting is okay, but everything else is just fucking shit, and it's a disrespectful fucking thing.
There we go.
The movie is not even masculine. It's toxic femininity, man.
Remember, viewers, every day is opposite day for Jace.
I don't believe you.
So I interrupted Ash. Sorry, Ash. You were saying don't move to India. Why?
Yes.
Oh, it's a shithole.
Oh,
Literally.
okay.
Literally.
I was waiting for
There we go.
waiting for more.
That's what I want to do with the person who made the Northman.
Oh my god! Stop, Jace.
I've never been to India, but I would visit gladly because there's so many places in India I want to go to, and for family reasons, like go and see the extended family and that kind of thing. But the more I find out about India, I just do not want to live there because, sorry to get political, but it's a very extremist pro-Hindu government. I'm talking extremist, like they bulldozed mosques, and funnily enough, Boris Johnson, I don't think the government was responsible, but they endorsed it, I think. And Boris Johnson, funnily enough, went to India recently for a deal with JCB, who do diggers. So
yeah,
India's really messed up.
Yeah, Modi's a bit of a wanker.
Well, I mean, you still got Pakistan that's being infiltrated by China, so there you go.
And India.
And India too?
Yeah, there was I think it was the far eastern or northeastern border.
And look, the stream got yanked again. No.
Oh shit. No, Brett, that's not going to happen.
If you have Dash on, you will be copyrighted.
Yeah. I try not to get political, but when it on the topic of India, it is really messed up. It's so messed up. In a lot of villages, still have the backwards tradition. There's an old tradition where, if the man in a couple dies, he's cremated, and the woman is expected to run onto the bonfire and die with the man.
Sooty,
That sounds really hot.
That's
pretty lit, yo.
That is pretty lit. So does
But,
that can that work for anybody? Like if I showed up in India, would I get married right away? Just scoop me up.
Well, you're white, so you'll be treated very well in India. They have, for some reason, like the West wants to get darker and get tans and stuff, and India they prefer you to get lighter, basically. It's like but the weird thing is, India was completely fine before it got colonized by the British. So, yeah.
Grim's just shrugging like, not my fault.
Yeah. Railways, democracy, and racism. That's what, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
But yeah, sorry, that's my rant there. But yeah,
One of my ancestors was in the British colonial military in India, and
so it is your fault, Chris.
he deserted and went native.
Oh, that's good. All right, so, it's
So
not
I've got relatives there somewhere, probably.
Oh, so you will be treated okay in Norway.
I guess.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
That's been a fun stream, man.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for being here today. And and I just saw my Twitter, and then and McEnany told me, said, "Hey, genius, your stream got taken down." I was like, "Yeah, thanks. Why are you calling me a genius?" But anyway, I'm not a genius. If I was a genius, I would have figured out a way to do that without getting my stream taken down. But I guess that's kind of like a mark of quality when your stream gets taken down. So we'll just call that one another win for T-shirt.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.